I wanna be Batman, cause everybody really...
This is MJawwarrior Reviews, and I'm bringing you guys another comic book review. Now, the trade that we're going to be getting into today is Batman, the private casebook, Houdini. Ooh. The cover is really cool. I really like the art. It's just very, like, grasping. Not a lot of colors, but it really does look good. It's a really cool, like, antique sort of look. It just looks cool. Now, I've had this book for a while, I think since it came out, or a week after it came out, and I just haven't had a chance to read it. Just a lot of stuff's been happening. I haven't been able to read half the stuff that I own, so it's really been hectic. What can I tell you, you know? I just finally finished it like 2 days ago, so thank God it's still fresh in my mind. Now, I'm not going to give you the rundown on what happens in the story. I don't want to do that for you. I want you to read it yourself, but I'm going to give you guys what's in it so that you will be like, wow, it's interesting, I might want to get it. Yeah. In this, it basically has stories with the Riddler, Mad Hatter, Ra's al Ghul, Zatanna, Ventriloquist, the new Ventriloquist, and Scarface. Yeah. Now, I know what you're thinking, you're like, well, I could get that off the cover. Yes, but usually what's on the cover usually isn't in there as much. Like Catwoman, for instance. She's on the cover, but she only has like a, I don't know, 3 pages of talk and then she's gone. The stories basically are more important with Ra's al Ghul, the Mad Hatter, Zatanna, and the Ventriloquist, the new Ventriloquist, and Scarface. And also Batman. Batman has a one little story of his own that he has to deal with his own little demons, which is really cool. I like that one a lot. Now, this storyline basically takes place after the Batman and Son, Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul, Black Glove series, sort of like after that. It's really good. Now, this, you can tell when you read the first story that it comes after Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul, because Ra's al Ghul is a fucking albino, and he's still pissed off at Batman for the whole shit that happened in the Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul. Now, if you don't have that story, you should definitely pick that one up, because that one's really good to read. It's really interesting. You got a whole bunch of kicking-ass stories with Nightwing and all that, but I'm not going to get into all that because I'm doing this one right now. So just chill out. Now, Ra's al Ghul's an albino because well, I don't want to ruin that for you, but he's an albino. Let's just say that. He's an albino. He's after the detective, and they have their own little squabble in the beginning with Batman and trying to find the this globe that has all the remaining Lazarus Pits maps, so Ra's al Ghul knows where that's at. They have a little squabble. Batman kicks his ass. I'm just going to give you that story because it's just really fun to talk about Ra's al Ghul getting his ass kicked. And what happens to Ra's al Ghul in this story is, you will think about it twice. You'll be like, wow, that was a really messed up situation that Batman just put him into, but it's sort of deserved, but it's really messed up. I kind of read it and I was like, wow, that was really dark. But it was pretty cool. It was really cool. Out of all these, I like the Batman's Alone story. The one where he deals with the suit that he got from Talia in Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul. Now, the suit that he got was a suit of sorrows. It has a whole thing to do with the purity and the oh my god, the purity people. The whole thing that has to do with the whole Azrael thing. The whole thing with the... Oh my god, why did that just totally blow my mind? I cannot believe I'm blanking here. Oh man, I'm totally blanking here. Hold on for a second. I am totally losing my mind. The Saint Dumas. Oh my god, I cannot believe I forgot that name. Saint Dumas, all that stuff, the Dumas purity thing. The suit of sorrows, he definitely gets that. He gets a whole bunch of his stamina, his strength, his speed, everything is just totally amped up to a new level. There's so much like powerful energies behind it. It has nothing to do with science. It was more like spiritual stuff, and it was just really cool. And this is the same suit that Azrael gets in the Battle of the Cow, the Michael Lane Azrael. He gets this suit, but he takes off the bat symbol and he gets a cross on it this time. So that's what makes him a little bit out of his fucking mind, a little bit. Batman has a whole dealing with that, how he has to, you know, deal with that. And it really does put up the pieces on how Batman got that suit. It really does put the pieces in. So if you want to know how that is, I looked for the comic book for that and own story on its own, but I could not find it. And when they had it in trade, I just got the book definitely just for that story, but everything else in here is awesome. The Zatanna and Ventriloquist, New Ventriloquist, and Scarface story is really cool. That's a really good, interesting story to get into. There's a lot of twists and turns and sort of like backstabbing and a whole bunch of stuff being filled in on how a new Ventriloquist comes to the Gotham. It's really cool. The Ventriloquist and her, I don't know if I explained this already, but I said it was more of like a Harley and Joker, but more abusive. I don't know if I just repeated that myself, but whatever. The Mad Hatter's in here, but he's not really my favorite, but he's never been my favorite character, but in here he's very interesting to watch. The Riddler's in here. He has the whole solving crimes for money motif going on for him, so it's pretty cool. But out of a whole, the story in here is really good. The whole trade on its own is really good. You don't have to get it. I'm just going to say that. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to read it. But if you want to fill in some gaps that you don't know the answers to, and you just want a fun story that fills in some gaps that you don't know, definitely pick it up. Definitely pick it up. It's definitely worth buying. You're not going to be disappointed reading this. It's a really, really good story. And I cannot believe I blanked out on the whole Dumas thing. I'm a Dumas for not knowing that. So, yeah, MJawwarrior Reviews here. Yes, Batman, private case book. Pick it up. It's a really good read. It's really worth reading. It's really good. Catch you guys later.